Well, it's that time of year again. We're getting snow next week and I've pushed it off long enough. So let's get the winter beater ready and these three dry and put away for the next 5 months. Starting with the Mazda, the car you drive all winter has to not only be ready for the snow and the cold, but you also have to have the supplies to help you if you get in a shit situation. First thing you must do is get winter tires. Now you shouldn't drive on a tire more than 5 years. These are about 4 years old, so I'm gonna have to replace them next year. To remove your wheels, you're gonna need a jack. You're gonna need either a impact torque or crossbar, where you're going old fashioned today. You're gonna need the lug nuts for your winter wheels. Look how ugly they are, by the way. I hate those. And for the lug nuts, if you have any locking lug nuts, make sure you have the locking key for them. Get your torque wrench, and you're gonna wanna break them on the ground before you lift them. Do that 3 more times and you're set. Now that you got your ugly ass wheels on, you might as well go ahead and check your battery. Your car battery should be replaced every 5 years. Mine's good for now. While we're under here, you might as well check your engine oil. If you're low, add some, or do an oil change if you're due. And while we're looking at fluids, you should check your washer fluid because you're gonna be using it a lot in the winter to clean your window. And check your coolant. Now that you topped off all your fluids, go ahead and check your wiper blades. They're easy to replace and you're gonna use them a lot in the winter. This is a little something extra that I like to do every winter. Every car comes with a tow hook that screws in the front, and I put mine on every year because when I get stuck in deep snow or a ditch, I have an easy place to hook on a tow strap or a chain to easily pull me out. Finally, you should always keep a tow strap or chain, a snow brush or two, and possibly a snow shovel if you ever need to dig your wheels out. Moving on to the golf cart, I just painted some orange stripes on it, going for a golf livery look. I have some decals ready to put on. We'll do that in the spring, but it actually turned out a lot better than I thought. Time to disconnect the battery. Negative first. That was not very tight. There we go. Now that the battery is disconnected, let's throw a tarp on her. On to the first gen. I'm gonna be parking it in the garage right beside the golf cart. So let me fire it up, get you a cold start, and I'll pull it in the garage. gotta disconnect the battery, and this battery with the Golfcart battery are gonna be put on a trickle charger in the winter to keep them charged. So we're just gonna have to pull off terminals. Battery's disconnected. Now that the Mazda's winter ready and the Golfcart and truck are unplugged and tarped over, let's talk about this car. This is my favorite car that I own. It is a 1967 Chrysler Newport, and all I can really do with it right now is throw a tarp on it and deal with it in the spring. I have so much planned for this car, but between pushing it off, getting screwed over, and focusing on other shit, I haven't really gotten very far with this car. This car has a 383. The engine block was repainted and the internals were rebuilt, but it still doesn't run. I have a few more parts to install, and come spring, this car is taking priority and I'm gonna get her back on the road. As for the future with this car, I will never sell it. I will never get rid of it. It needs a lot of work inside and out, and I'm looking forward to restoring it and documenting it along the whole way. For now, I'm just gonna throw a tarp on it to keep it from aging any further, and I don't have a battery in the car, so I don't have to disconnect one. That'll do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me like a complete idiot running around with all my vehicles, but stay tuned because I'm buying a new one next year and it's a big one. Like, subscribe. I'm going inside because it's cold. See you in the next one.